Yo, this is Satano Plays Pokemon Violet, the Indigo Disk. We are in the more tropical area in the coastal biome. We were in the savanna biome last time. Now we're on a coastal biome because we have a class to attend. Yeah, Lacey told us to attend class in coastal biome. That's what we're gonna do today. First, we're collecting some stuff, battling some Pokemon, fighting some trainers, etc., etc. But going to our class is kind of important because that'll unlock a very good, important feature in this DLC for catching Pokemon and being able to find some rare Pokemon later on. So you certainly want to go and get that quest done ASAP. And speaking of which, here it is. Let's go meet her and let's attend class. Oh, Citano! You didn't have any trouble finding the place. It was fine. I'm so glad to hear it. Alola, everybody! Shall we get started? Looks like we have a new face here with us today. I'm sure you're all enjoying the tropical climate we recreated here in the coastal biome. But remember, it's really for the many Pokemon you'll find living here, adapted for such weather. One such species has ever grown exceptionally larger than in Might-Not regions, thanks to all the light it's exposed to here. That's right, certain species of Pokemon can have completely different appearances depending on the region. We call this variation a regional form. And that brings us to today's task. I'd like for each of you to catch one of these Pokemon, especially an Alolan Pokemon. When you got one, come and report to me. Now, get catching! Many of our classes here at Blueberry Academy are practical ones like this. So, off you go! Don't overthink it, just do your best for this class. So our first class is to capture an Alolan form Pokemon. There are quite some few of them, and there are some of course lurking here. We have the Oricorio here. This is not the Alolan form, no Oricorio. Just have different variants, but not the Alolan form. The Meowsticks from Generation 6 here. Not the one we're looking for. Esper, the pre-evolutional form of Meowsticks. They're both Generation 6 Pokemon. We have Comfy here. Generation 7 Pokemon, but not the Alolan one. We have Slakoth. That only has a basic form from Gen 3. You have a trainer here as well. We should do some battling. I'm just vibing. You? I'm catching. But now, I'm battling with Alyssa the student. And her Pokemon of choice is Slowpoke and Slacking. Take notice though of the Slowpoke. This is the Galarian Slowpoke. In other words, it is a different typing. It's not water type anymore, it's just psychic. Slacking on the other one is normal types. Let's go with close combat on Slacking. And let's go with a Phantom Force on... Actually, never mind, go with Thief on Slowpoke. Close combat on Slacking. All out power onto these very slow but very powerful Pokemon. Slacking has the bad ability which makes only attack every second turn. Stat-wise though, Slacking's stat is equal to legendary Pokemon. Thunder Wave from the Slowpoke onto Brambleghast. Brambleghast is now paralyzed, unable to attack sometimes. Not much you can do about that. Nuzzle will have basically just a normal effect on the Slowpoke because it's no longer a water type. Critical hit still though, that's good for us. And the Slowpoke goes down. And that's a win. Guess you managed to keep your focus. True that. They get paralyzed now in Brambleghast, and this is in this game that we all have the status effect lasting outside of battle as well, so remember to cure as soon as you can, or if you don't want to cure, make sure you have berries on them so they auto-cure by themselves. You have Deerling here as well, but this Deerling is a different variation. They are Deerling in every of the biomes, and they have different variations depending on which biome you find them in. So this is the summer Deerling, the other one was the spring one. A Porygon, ground type Porygon. That's interesting. Oh, the game is lagging so much. As this recording, we still haven't heard from the Switch 2 information yet from Nintendo, but hopefully we'll do that soon so this game can be boosted. We see Seviper here as well. Seviper Generation 3 Pokemon. You have Execute. Execute has an Alolan form, but not the Execute itself. But speaking of Alolan forms though, here we have one. It's Grimer! So Grimer is a poison type in the Cantonian version. The Alolan one, that's a dual type, poison and dark. Let's get the Grimer paralyzed. Unable to move because it's paralyzed, good for us. Let's try capturing it with a Great Ball. One, two, three, and we got him! We complete our task, we have captured an Alolan Pokemon. Or should we say Alolan variant Pokemon. So here's Grimer. This is the Alolan form of the regular Grimer, which Cantonian is the base form. Dual type, poison and dark. Alolan Grimer will gladly gobble up any kind of trash, making it a widely used and popular Pokemon garbage disposal facilities. And there it is. Grimer has been added. This of course is the Alolan form. The Cantonian form can be found elsewhere. Oh, the lag. Let's return to class and see what happens this time. Do you know what kind of Pokemon it is that you're supposed to be looking for? I suppose the best known Alolan Pokemon might be an Alolan Executor with his long neck. Yes, maybe one of the easiest Pokemon to see from distance, but we already have one, the Grimer. Did you manage to catch an Alolan form Pokemon from me? Yes. So now we have to go to a box to find it. Where is it though? It's here. Grimer! Yay! Let's select it. That's one, alright. You have without a doubt got yourself an Alolan Grimer. See, Grimer brought over to Lola to solve the garbage disposal problems there. Over time, the Grimer ended up with this form. Wait, Satano, you already finished the assignment? I was really motivated. So, battling isn't your only talent then. You got a knack for catching Pokemon too. It's easy to see how high level the students must be at U of I Academy. Alright everyone, get around! We'll out of time for today, so that'll have to be it for this class session. If you didn't manage to catch the Pokemon in time, that'll be your homework to complete before our next session. Class dismissed! Man, really? You start with homework. So, Satano, what did you think of your first Blueberry class? It was fun. Really? It makes me so happy to hear that. Oh, I was supposed to go make the parents at the club room. Shoot. I'm afraid this will have to be the end of our little tour. But let me leave you with one more tip. Here at the Blueberry, we have lots of extracurricular tasks you can do called Blueberry Quests. Or just BBQs for short. They're sort of like missions that the school assigns to students out and about in the terrarium. You might be asked to have your Pokemon do some order battles or catch specific Pokemon. You know, these sort of things. You never know what the next BBQ might be, or where you need to go to carry it out. But if you can do what's asked of you, you'll earn blueberry points, also called BP. Yes, remember this is blueberry points, not battle points, because battle points is something we have seen from previous generations, but this is what the blueberry points is called. So, and it's not like PvP, it's just blueberry. BP is a kind of school currency you can use in the cafeteria or at the school store. You might be able to use it for club activities in the future too. Anyway, the long and the short of it is that you should do BBQs and get yourself BP. Yeah, BPs are very important in this game for both progression of your stuff in this game, but also some later on when you want to get some of the most rare Pokemon available. You have to do these quests to get up BPs to unlock them. You'll get there. I'll talk about it when we get there. So what are blueberry quests? BBQs are special quests set up to support students' extracurricular pursuits within the Blueberry Academy. If you can complete the quest sent to your Rotom phone, you receive BP, or blueberry points. You can check out which quests are currently available by pressing the right when you are about and about. Of course, it's the right on the directional pad on your on the Joy-Con or your Pro controller. So just push the right button to see the status of the quests that are available right now. A max of 3 quests will be displayed by default. Each time you complete a quest, a new one will be added to take its place, and every time you clear 10 quests, a special bonus quest will be unlocked. You also help your friends with their quest. If you're all playing together in the Union Circle, once a quest is completed, everyone who took part will receive the BP reward for that quest, so work together to clear as many as you can. So hear more about the blueberry points. Blueberry points, commonly known as BP, are points that can be used like cash at the Blueberry Academy. Use them to make purchases at the school store or in the student cafeteria. And also donate BP in the league club to support other clubs. And that's it for me. Sorry to having to dash, but I really must be off now. Enjoy your time at Blueberry Academy. Got Rotom phone? Who can be calling us? Hey, this is Citana's phone, right? It's me, Carmine. We haven't seen her since Kitakami. I heard the news. You got picked for Blueberry Academy's exchange program, right? Yep. Haha, one of my teachers told me. Never thought we would be fellow students of the BB Academy. Anyway, you should totally come show your face. It's been too long already. Well, let me think. Where can we meet up? Oh, have you been to the terrarium? It's a place called the Central Plaza right in the center of the dome. I'll meet you there. Don't keep me waiting if you know what's good for you. Aww. But yeah, so Carmine of course is here. We already saw her as a student together with Kieran. Both of them are wearing special gear to the Blueberry Academy. I think Kieran is wearing the spring clothing and Carmine is wearing the winter clothing. So that's why they looked a bit different, and why the clothing are kind of like, oh, I've seen this clothing before. Because the spring and winter clothing were used by Kieran and Carmine respectively. There's some more time, so let's go collect some items. Wild Mint, a very good item for competitiveness to change the natures of Pokemon. Obviously, there's the Porygon we saw before, the ground type Porygon. Porygon normally a normal type. This is the Viper here, we see the Grimer, we haven't seen Zangoose, the natural Viper, a natural rival of Viper. Need more trainers here too. It's actually Balance Trainer, I think. That's what it has to offer. He is ready as coolness. He? Who's he? We get down to Daria the student, and her Pokemon of choice is Gloom times 2. 2 Glooms for this one. So Gloom is dual type, grass and poison, so it is generally very strong against Pokemon's abilities. It is neutral to ground because weak to it by poison, and grass is resistant. Arm thrust is resistant move because of the poison, not so resistant because of the grass. So the only thing you can do damage to here with Palmot is dig. You can do that. Rumblegast is different here. Resistant to grass but neutral damage for both both ghost and dark. But because we already use dig, let's do this one too and have both Pokemon disappear. There's the Phantom Force. And then the dig. Now both my Pokemon are missing in the battle. Sunday by the other Gloom. Plus damage to fire moves. Moonblast comes in. No damage cost. Protect from Gloom. Very smart when you have moves like that. Was Phantom Force the other one? That should do it, and the Gloom goes down. Probably dig, but that's not gonna work. Oh, actually, never mind, does. Moonblast comes in. Of course, it will work because it is the other turn. Vileplume comes in, the evolved form of Gloom. Let's do another dig onto the Gloom, and let's have another Phantom Force for the other one. I do more damage because stab bonus, for example, for Rumblegast. Moonblast from Vileplume, no effect. To Gloom with Toxic. Closing Rumblegast with Toxic. Oh, damage is good, but not enough to take it down the Vileplume though. Dig on the Gloom, and that's gonna be enough. Gloom goes down. Blast from Vileplume onto Palma. That's gonna be a KO! Yeah, Palma's weak to Fairy as a fighting type. That's why. Person keeps taking on Rumblegast. Rumblegast is neutral to poison. Ghosts are resistant, but grass are weak. Let's get Skeledirge, who is very strong against Vileplume, seeing as fire Pokemon, so effective against grass and resistant to them as well. Let's go with a Torch Song. And I guess we use Phantom Force again, in case things has to be attacked one more turn. Venoshock is avoided, that's good for us because Venoshock does double damage if the Pokemon opponent is poisoned. So we managed to escape that while Plume goes down. We got a level up. No, but a lot of XP though. Oh, he really is just the coolest. But who? I'm really curious now. Who is it? I talked to him before I graduated, but he's always on the move. Oh, he's so cool, Dr. Serrano. The Director. Oh boy. Oh wow, look at that. That's an Alolan Muck. The evolved form of Grimer. Cool little bridge here. That shows that we are in a different world. Kind of. But we are. Yes, this is based on Gen 5. But we're not in the mainland Gen 5, that's why we have a lot of Pokemon here from Gen 6, 7, 8 as well, roaming here in this biome because they're completely just Nova. Anyway, that's gonna be the end of this episode. Next episode we're gonna continue checking around the coastal biome, and then we're gonna head to the center of the terrarium down here. We're gonna meet up with Carmine. She's here. And she's probably wondering what we're doing here. Let's tell her what we're doing and what things are going to happen afterwards, because things are about to escalate a bit after you meet her. Don't worry, a lot of fun still to be had, a lot of biomes to explore, and a lot of Pokemon to see, and more cool stuff in this DLC. Like, comment, and subscribe, follow me on social media. That's good for now. See you next time as my journey in Pokemon Violet continues.